Welcome to the Natural Health Podcast, where we bring awareness of sustainable health in the business hustle space. The Natural Health Podcast is perfect for high-performing individuals who want to work with their biochemistry to achieve optimal health. It's Wednesday, which means it's time for What Would I Do? In today's episode of the Natural Health Podcast, we discuss this week's question. All questions are kept confidential. I read them and answer them as if it was me, hence why it is called What Would I Do? The information provided is not to be taken as advice and is solely for information purposes only. I'm not here to treat, cure, or provide medical advice. I'm here to educate and inform you so you're able to make steps towards optimal health. Please discuss any medical issues or changes to your lifestyle with your healthcare professional. Let's get into today's question. Such an interesting one. I'm pretty sure a lot of you have asked these questions before in your head, but not to me. So here it is. The question today is, I am on a plant-based diet and have heard of the keto diet. I believe it would benefit me. Is a keto diet possible while being plant-based? Can you please provide me with more information? Thank you. So what this individual is asking is, they're plant-based, but they've heard all of these amazing benefits of keto, so they want to combine the two, being plant-based and keto. Is it possible? Okay, well, let's get into it. I love this, right? So let's first have a look at what is plant-based and what is keto, right? A plant-based diet, there's really no clear definition of what constitutes a plant-based diet. It's not necessarily a set diet. It's different for every single person. It's more like a lifestyle, right? That's big. So it's mainly what it's emphasizing is a whole, minimally processed diet, avoiding animal products. It focuses mainly on plants, including vegetables, whole grains, legumes, seeds, nuts, which make up majority of what they eat. It pays special attention to food quality, with many people who are plant-based looking at locally sourced, organic where possible. It's kind of like a lifestyle, isn't it? Plant-based diet, but essentially it's eating mainly non-animal-based products, which is vegetables, grains, nuts, seeds, and so forth. Whereas a ketogenic diet is a low-carb diet and high-fat. Okay, it's low carb and protein and high-fat diet. So it shares many similarities to, if you've heard of the Atkins diet or a low-carb diet, similar to that, but not really. But the whole point of a keto diet is that you put your body in a state of ketosis, that you're using ketone bodies as your preferred source of energy. That's the main thing of a keto diet. I've actually done a whole video about a keto diet that you should probably watch. It's an episode, I forgot what episode it's on, but it's a whole diet on keto diet, the benefits, the downfalls, and so forth. But just to wrap it up, in regards to a keto diet, what I want to say is, at any time that you're excluding dramatic amounts of beneficial foods such as vegetables, there is going to be some long-term effects in your body, right? So short-term, yes, awesome, amazing. What is short-term? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. Anything above that needs to be consulted with a healthcare professional. Even before that, it needs to be consulted with a healthcare professional. But anything above that can cause issues in your gut microbe, can cause issues with your overall health. So please listen to the episode that I've done. They'll give you more information about the keto diet. But your question was, is a keto diet possible on a plant-based diet? My answer to that is yes, it is. Okay, it is possible. A keto diet, a vegan keto diet is possible. Okay, but it is very hard, and it's a lot of management, and it's a lot of control that you need to have over your diet. So therefore, is it possible to be done long term? I don't think so. So let's look at what it will look like, right? Because vegans or plant-based individuals exclude all animal products, making it difficult to eat a low carbohydrates diet. But with planning, vegans can reap the potential benefits of a ketogenic diet. So vegans can reach ketosis by relying on high-fat plant-based products like coconut oil, avocados, seeds, and nuts. So both the vegan and the ketogenic diets have been linked to health benefits, including weight loss and lowering the risk of heart disease, diabetes, and other diseases in your body. Okay, so then your question is probably, well, what can I eat? What do I eat? What's included in my diet? Okay, so what is not to be eaten, which makes sense for a plant-based individual is meat, beef, turkey, chicken, pork, right? Dairy, such as milk, butter, yogurt, so forth. Eggs, any egg products, seafood, fish, shrimps, mussels, and so forth. And animal-based ingredients such as honey, whey protein, and so forth. So then what needs to be reduced on a vegan ketogenic diet is you need to reduce your intake of grains and starches, right? So this includes breads, baked goods, rice, pastas, grains, okay? You also should reduce your sugary drinks, such as your juices, smoothies, chocolate milk, and so forth. Your sugars, brown sugar, white sugar, agave, maple syrup, you're already including honey, but all those. Your starchy vegetables to hit ketosis, such as potatoes, sweet potatoes, winter squash, beetroots, and so forth, right? So another thing that can be also included is alcohol. Alcohol should be removed from this if you're trying to reach ketosis as a vegan, plant-based ketosis. So highly processed foods also, any sauces, what else can we have got here? Yeah, any sauces and even fruits. Fruits are limited, small portions may be allowed, such as berries. So it's kind of like, well, what can I eat on a plant-based keto diet? Okay, so what that looks like for you or for anyone doing this is coconut products, right? Full fat coconut products, coconut cream, and so forth, coconut milk. Olives, oils such as olive oil, nut oil, coconut oil, MCT oil, which a lot of people talk about, avocado oil. And then that brings us to the nuts and seeds, which is going to make up most of your diet, which is almonds, Brazilian nuts, walnuts, hemp seeds, pumpkin seeds, macadamia nuts, so forth. And then out of them, you can make butters, like nut butters, like peanut butter, almond butter, sunflower butter, cashew butter, Brazil nut butter, so forth. You can make those butters. That's what's going to make up of. And non-starchy vegetables, such as all your greens, your leafy greens, your Brussels sprouts, your broccoli, your cauliflower, your mushrooms, peppers, so forth. This is what's going to make up your part of the non-starchy vegetables that you'll be eating. So in addition to that, also tofu and tempeh would be acceptable. Vegan butter, cashew cheese, vegan cream cheese. You don't want it to be as processed, but that is something that's sometimes made out of coconut oil. So that is acceptable. Avocados will be your best friend. Avocados will be your best friend. Berries, such as blueberries, depending on your body, but small doses of blueberries, blackberries would be okay. And then your best friend is going to be herbs, right? Herbs, salt, pepper, lemon juice, fresh herbs to make it yummy, to make it taste yummy, right? So what does that kind of look like? So a day, I just had to think about it and I was like, all right, what would a day of a plant-based ketogenic diet look like? So for breakfast, for example, you would have a full coconut yogurt, right? Coconut yogurt that's just loaded with nuts and seeds, and then if you want, you can put some shredded coconut on it to give it a bit more of a coconutty taste. That would be breakfast. Lunch would look like something like a curry, a coconut curry filled with those vegetables, and maybe even some tofu in there. That's kind of what lunch would look like. Dinner would look like cauliflower steaks. They're just cauliflower pieces in the oven with some salad, okay, and maybe some vegan cheese that's non-processed as much. That's kind of what a diet would look like for a keto plant-based individual, right? But my question to you is, I've answered your question. My question to you is, why do you want to go into ketosis? Why do you want to go on a ketogenic diet? Is it short-term? Is it long-term? What is it for? I want you to understand, before you do anything, I want you to understand your minerals and vitamins that you require to live an optimal life and to have optimal health. So I want you to understand all of that before you decide to jump into a plant-based ketogenic diet, but also talk to a healthcare professional before you do any changes to your lifestyle. But that's my question is, why do you want to do that? Why keto? Why plant-based keto? What is the benefits? Is there other ways to do it? Are you getting all your minerals and vitamins? So there you have it. I hope I answered your question. I hope other individuals, so I hope I had shed some light to your question. Anyone listening who may have a similar question to that. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me at mihaela.raguz on Instagram, and I'll be in touch with you and hopefully be able to answer your questions via this podcast, the Natural Health Podcast. Remember, you are not alone in the journey to optimal health. I'm here to assist you and make the journey a pleasant one. Until next Wednesday, love you.